The following pieces will be a tribute to the prolific Jaffna composer Sri Yarpanam N. Veeramani Iyer. Veeramani Iyer was a dancer, singer, composer, musician and nattuvangist of excellence. He was truly of rare birth and put Jaffna on the map in the field of Carnatic music and dance. The first of these compositions will be En Mugam Pairaviy. A charming composition of Veeramani Iyer, this song sees a devotee melting as he beseeches his six-faced Lord Shanmuga to grant at least one look upon his own face in order for him to actually see the Lord's own divine face. Describing the Lord enshrined at Nallur temple, this piece is set to the raga Amritavarshini and Thala Adi. En Mugam Pairaviy, raga Amritavarshini and Thala Adi.
Sharavanabha
timeless piece within Veeramani Iyer's thousands of compositions. In this piece, Iyer addresses the goddess Katpagambal, enshrined in Mylapore Kabalishwara temple. Iyer was just in his early 20s when he composed this piece. He was studying at Kalakshetra in Chennai as a young student. However, one month his money telegram had failed to arrive from his parents in Jaffna. Iyer turned to his divine mother, sat in front of Katpagambal, and wrote this piece, truly a child calling to his mother. This piece became famed worldwide by a Sri T.M. Soundararajan recording of it. Set to a garland of 4 ragas, Ananda Bhairavi, Kalyani, Bhageshri, and Ranjani, Iyer cleverly weaves the names of each of these ragas through the lyrics as he describes the beauty and attributes of the mother, asking her never to forsake her child who knows only of her. Katpagavallinin Potpadangal, set to Raga Malika and Thala Adi.
Thank you.
favourite of Sri Veeramani Iyer, Mattanagar is dedicated to Lord Muruga. Here, a maiden sees the famous singing fish of Batticalow and asks them to send word to her Lord Muruga to come to her. Describing not only Muruga's beauty, but also the beauty of Sri Lanka, the item is set to Raga Desh and Thala Adi. Mattanagar, Raga Desh, Thala Adi.
Thank you.
Vanna Vanna Chele. Here, Iyer describes the goddess especially enshrined in Pungalathiva, Jaffna. At that temple, the deity is never offered the same sari twice, and she is famed for changing her sari thrice a day. Hence, Iyer started the piece describing the never-ending colours of the saris that she wears. This is set to Raga Tilang and Thala Adi. Iyer wrote this piece especially for Sivasakthi auntie when she was to give a Samapranam at the temple at a very young age. Vanna Vanna Chele, Raga Tilang and Thala Adi.
தனம் தரும் கல்வி தரும் ஒரு நாளும் தளபெரியா மனம் தரும் தெய்வ வடிவும் தரும் நெஞ்சில் வஞ்சம் இல்லாயினம் தரும் நல்லன எல்லாம் தரும் அன்பரென்பவர் கேகளும் தரும் பூங்குழலாள் அபிராமி கடை கண்களே அபிராமி கடை கண்களே பாவன பாடை பணிந்தே பரமேஸ்வரி வாயே சோம சுந்தர மகிழும் காம சுந்தரி பாவன பாடை பணிந்தே பரமேஸ்வரி வாயே சோம போற்றும் தராஜகிராயே
Temple in Wimbledon, built by her parents. As a teacher by profession, she is responsible for teaching Hinduism to more than 3,000 school children who visit the temple every year, and also conducts workshops for school and university students and faculty about her faith. She contributes regularly to BBC Radio 2's Pause for Thought, and has also interviewed on various aspects of Hinduism and spirituality for Radio 4 and the World Service. We would now like to call Mrs. Geeta Maheswaran to the stage to say a few words.
Respected elders, beloved gurus, children and friends. I don't think I've enjoyed a concert so much for a very long time. Not just because of the beautiful, truly beautiful choice of songs, but also because of the participants and the very worthy cause that this has been put in production for. As a teacher, we're all very aware of the fact that children can't grow in isolation. They need the triangle of the support of the teacher, parent, and child. Going first to the children, we've had real privilege of being here to witness such talent in children of such a young age. Could I have a round of applause for them, because they've been just wonderful. In the Ganapati temple, we are just busy organizing our Navaratri celebrations, where we have over 500 children who perform every night for the 9 nights of Navaratri. And I think that's the most favorite of my festivals at the temple because every year we see the children growing and blossoming in their culture and their heritage. And the feeling of pride and joy that we have as we see them grow from very young children to beautiful, accomplished artists is something that money can't buy. It's just a really true blessing to be part of that. And I felt exactly the same as I watched, as the same feeling inside my heart that I have at the temple, I witnessed today as well, because you are all so wonderful. You enjoy your music so much, and you're a true credit to your gurus as well. To the parents, I have to say well done. I know that for a lot of you who have to make your children practice, it doesn't always come easily, but this is the wisest decision that you have made, to teach them, to make sure that they learn about their culture and their religion and spirituality. Some of the people in our community are just focused for their children on academic excellence, and so they take them for tuition classes and just purely tell them they've got to get integrated within the West and reject the whole of their culture. And the saddest thing that I've had to deal with is children who've grown up here in the UK who ring me when they go through real tragedy and crisis in their life because they have not had that background of spirituality, faith in God and their culture to keep them strong. Because although this is today is about, and performances here at the Bhavan and other places is about joy and enjoyment, what they gain inside is far more precious. It'll be a strength. It gives them a sense of where their roots are and a sense of being which you can't get from pure academic excellence. And when they go through crisis or tragedy in their lives, the strength that they get and the belief in God that they develop through studying about their culture is something that will lift them up and keep them buoyancy at that particular time. At the darkest times, your music and your faith will lift you up and keep you floating in this world. Sivasakthi auntie was telling me that some of the parents come from very great distances. And I was reminded of the fact, Sivasakthi auntie may not remember, but I was a student of hers. When she first came to the country, before she joined the Bhavan, we went and I had lessons under her in Bromley. And one of the reasons why we didn't continue was the distance, and also especially when she came to the Bhavan as well, the distance that we had to travel for the classes. Little did I know, years and years gone by after I've had my own family, I've spent the last 8 years passing the Bhavan twice a day, taking my children to school at St. James's, which is only 2 roads down from here, and watching the senior students in age perform today as well. It's heartening to know that we can always come back to our roots. The Bhavan is a wonderful place because not just children, but anyone of any age who are young at heart and who want to learn about their culture, this is available for them. And it's a wonderful gratitude that we have to give to the Bhavan for providing such a beautiful space for all of us here. And one thing I really did enjoy, for the first program with the little junior ones, I saw the Veena players at the back, and a lot of them were singing the songs. And I've always thought the Veena is the most beautiful, beautiful instrument in the right hands. It can be made to sing, in just the way that we sing Carnatic vocal music. And I was watching some of the ladies, and they were singing along with the children. And I thought, gosh, that's really good. They must learn Carnatic vocal, because when you hear a Veena player, you know the ones who've learned Carnatic vocal, because they don't have to say it out loud, but you can hear it in the music, that they know exactly the exact thalam and the gamakas that need to be given. And so I asked Auntie, are they all learning vocal under you? And then she said, they're mothers. They're the mothers of the children in the front row. So she taught them that because they were coming for practice and sitting there. So to make it more useful and more real to them, they were actually sitting and joining and accompanying their children, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. I've never seen that before. So thank you for doing that for us today. And now to the third part of the triangle, which is the gurus. Sivasakthi auntie, I can't have words to say to you. It's just the legacy that you have left in the students that you have here. Some of your senior students, I could actually close my eyes and hear you singing through them, and it's just such a joy. The CDs and the DVDs are wonderful. They're wonderful memories that we can all keep and inspire all the children, not just the ones who are learning here. But more than that is the legacy of the students that you have created, the ones who will take Carnatic music on this journey in the UK. And with students like this, the senior students who've been accompanying today, who are a real inspiration to the youngsters who are learning here, we know that with them, with such talent here in the UK, the future of Carnatic music here has no problem. We don't have to worry about that. And that is due to teachers like Srimati Sivasakthi, Sri Balachandra as well. Thank you. And finally, to the cause that we have today. Uncle Sivakumar spoke about so eloquently about the wonderful charity that the fundraising today will go to. After the end of the civil war in Sri Lanka, we all went through trauma at that point in time, especially those last few months of terror. And to have organizations such as the Sivapoomi Trust there on the ground providing practical support, it's one of the ways that we can show our support and our love in a way that previously we were powerless to do. So I ask all of us to really feel in our hearts, and the children who've been inspired by this great charity, to please dig deep and support such a wonderful cause, because it's giving practical advice, practical help and support to those who really need it most. I wanted to also say, just to thank you to our compere today. When I've been to programs before, no matter how wonderful the program is, if you have a compere who you can't understand or who absolutely mispronounces all the ragams and the talams, your ears will be sore for the rest of the time and you can't concentrate on the beauty of the program. Though Saranya, I know that you have the excellence in your vocal training to be able to do the pronunciation beautifully, and your clarity of your voice has been superb. But also you've really brought it to life for us. The way that you explained all the pieces, particularly the second half of this evening's program, really brought an added dimension to what we heard today. So thank you very much for that. And I'll finally say just a wish and a prayer that Lord Ganapati showers his blessings on all those today, particularly to Hari, who I haven't mentioned yet. Hari? We've watched Hari throughout his life, more when he was younger and very mischievous, coming to the temple. We've got a lot of familiar faces here, either through the coming for our Tyagaraja at the temple or as worshippers. But Harry's one who's been there for a very long time, and we have watched with great pride his growth and his blossoming in this beautiful culture that we are so grateful to be part of. The orchestration and the composition and the way you were able to manage this huge group have been truly astounding and a real privilege to watch. When we congratulated him in the interval, he said, "No, it's just because they're so good." Now, I don't know if he tells you that all the time, but he was comparing himself at 15 and some of you now, and how developed you are and how easy you are to teach and to orchestrate in this way. What he doesn't realize is that without people like him and the youngsters that you see here, you wouldn't be inspired so much to actually become the next generation of Carnatic vocalists and instrumental players here. So we want to thank a very special thank you to Hari for all he's done today. And may I end by praying to Lord Ganesha that he will shower his blessings upon all of you. I've really enjoyed the program today. Look forward to coming many, many more times. I love coming to the Bhavan to watch performances here because it is so intimate. The people in the front row, we can see every single child and all the expressions that come around, and it's a lovely, lovely feeling because we really feel that we're part of your performance as well. So well done to all of you, and may Lord Ganapati shower his choicest blessings upon you all. Thank you.
We would also like to call upon Bhavan's director, Dr. Nandakumara, to say a few words, please.
Chief Guest Dr. Shivakumar, guest of honor, Srimati Geeta Maheshwaram, Shivashakti ji, dear friends. What a lovely evening we all had. The cause was noble, the music was unique, and the way our students presented was something so very special. Let's give them a big hand. As our guest of honor mentioned, the first group of little children, and then the second group and the third group. All of you have done done justice to the music that you have learned from your Guru Srimati Sivasakthi Sivanesan. You all should be you should really feel proud about having a Guru like Sivasakthi ji, and you are all lucky because in London to have a Guru who is available 24 hours is not easy. And the result is what we see here. I wish our Mathurji was alive. He would have felt so happy. I still remember when our dear Hari and our Prasanna were learning here. Today, they are professionals in their own right. We people from India and Lanka should feel proud about these youngsters who are doing so well in their profession, and even local people, local government, BBC, all of them are recognizing their talent. And our teachers should rightly feel proud about their students, their star students. Tomorrow you will all become like our dear Hari and Prasanna if you are able to commit yourself that they have committed themselves for their art form. It's very, very important to be able to, and I was so pleased to hear Srimati Geeta Maheshwaran speak about the importance of our culture. Otherwise, just going to school, it's too monotonous. Unless you know about your own roots, you will be always weak. If you know more about your culture and study well at school, you will always be strong in your life. Strong, not necessarily physically, spiritually. That spiritual strength is which is most important in our life. Music, our art, gives you that spiritual strength. Even without you realizing, you are imbibing so much about our culture by the very fact that you are coming here. On one side Carnatic vocal, another side Bharatnatyam, downstairs Mridangam, next door violin, upstairs sitar, tabla, Hindustani vocal, Kathak. So many things taking place, sometimes lectures, sometimes workshops. Without you realizing, you are imbibing so much. After another 10 years, you will realize, I am really, really grateful for an institution like Bhavan, which made it possible for me to be able to understand these things. Friends, I always tell our Mathurji was here, he's gone. I am here today, few years time, I will not be there. But an institution like this should be there to be able to give the best of our art and culture to our younger generation. I want more and more people to come and make use of the facilities available here. I am so proud of our dear Hari, who has done so well, conducting the whole program in such a professional way and such in a loving way, making sure that everybody did the right thing at the right time, with the blessings of his own Guru Srimati Sivasakthi Sivanesan. See, they are the future of our music. I'm so happy. Every time I used to watch Hari, conduct, and I was watching Sivasakthi, how she had so much joy. With such pride, she was watching her star student, and she is capable of producing so many Haris. It's all in your hands to come and learn under such Guru. Hari, thank you very much. And coming to our Prasanna, our Bala's star student. Both of them have accompanied so many great artists, have traveled with so many great artists, but still they're so simple. That's what is important. You should learn, you should have plenty of Vidya. That Vidya should make you humble. Simplicity and profundity should go hand in hand. Then only you will be respected. May this simplicity remain in both of you and all the students who are going to continue in this field of art for a long time to come. Friends, finally, I am so happy our dear Bala is there. Blessings with our Bala, our Shivasakthi ji. I see our Bharatnatyam teacher, Shri Prakash ji is here. Many of the students are Prakash ji students also. They're watching. And also Prakash's son is also there. He's hiding behind there. And of course our Bala's other students, Darshan and Anujan, they are all helping because they are all professionals in their own way, almost to that level. And many other students who have already done their arangetrams, youngsters, they all have enthralled us. Finally, with regard to the cause, Shivasakthi is a person always interested, ready to do anything for good causes. This is one such excuse. Year after year she has been doing. Any time we want something, benefit concert for the Bhavan, Nandaji, any time. She join hands with our Prakashji, together they will do. All other teachers give helping hand. Always we should be involved in such worthy and noble causes. In the Bhagavad Gita there is a beautiful verse. Datavyamiti yad danam diyate anupakarine deshe kalecha patrecha taddanam satvikam smratam. Such a charity, such a gift, such a donation is considered the purest donation when you should think giving is my duty. I am born in this world so that I may be able to give. To give is our duty, our responsibility. Diyate anupakarine. We should give it to such people who really deserve. Those who have never helped you, you should never expect them to come back to you. You should find the cause where there is maximum need. Anupakarine, who has never helped you or will never come back to help you. Deshe, at the right place. Kale, at the right time. Patre, to the right people. Taddanam, such a gift is considered satvikam smrutam, is considered the purest dana. Friends, you can't think of a better cause than what you have in front of you. As our doctor mentioned the causes, Sivapoomi School, Sivapoomi Medical Camp, Sivapoomi Elders Home, Sivapoomi Educational Sponsor. Variety of causes. Please get involved in this. The Lord will bless you. The more we give, the more He will give us. Having given, you will never regret. Always you should be ready to give for good causes. In Kannada there is a proverb, Kottu kettavarillaво. Having given, you will never be let down by Him. So friends, let's all join hands to help this worthy cause. Once again, I would like to thank all our students. They have made us so proud. And also, I want to thank all our parents. And also, we have one more artist here from Karbhari. Yes. For his role, helping our students. Our dear Shankar, who always is there to help us all. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaskaram, everyone. I'm wary of time, so I'm going to keep this really, really very, very short. But on behalf of Vani Fine Arts, Auntie has asked to say a few thank yous. So if we start with our chief guest, Shri and Srimati Shivakumar, thank you so much on behalf of Vani Fine Arts for attending today. I know it was last minute, and your words were really, really greatly appreciated, so thank you very much. Also to our guest of honor, Srimati Geeta Maheswaran, and also Karune Santi, thank you so much for coming. You know, it's really an honor to have you here because you're inspirations for us. Okay, you're really pillars of strength within the community and for our culture and for our religion. So it really, really is a great honor to have you. So thank you very much. Bala Uncle, thank you for your constant support to Sivapoomi, every single concert. It's always a pleasure. And also to Tanujan and Darshan, thank you very much for playing so beautifully today. Prasanna, it's a pleasure as always to share a stage with you, and today to hear also your konokol. It was outstanding. Thank you very much. Aditya, you played keyboard today for the first time with us, so that was really nice. Thank you very much. Fram, he's an understated artist, and he just sat here by himself very quietly. No one probably saw him because I was too big and I hid him. But he added so much to every piece. Thank you so much. On behalf of the students and Auntie, we'd like to thank Sali. Thank you so much for teaching the kids week in, week out. Constant guidance. Thank you very much. Saranya, again, as Geetaka said, thank you so much for comparing so ably. You know, as much effort as we can put in, if the sound's not right, it doesn't matter how much effort we put in. So Shankar Mama, you did an absolutely fantastic job. Thank you very, very, very much. From the day this lady walked into Bhavan, she has basically supported Auntie till today, and will carry on, one hopes. But on behalf of Auntie and on behalf of Vani, we'd really like to thank Kili Auntie for all the help that she's done. That's from Auntie. A huge thank you to Nandaji, the Bhavan, and all the staff, because again, you've given us a home to learn our culture, so thank you so much. Thank you Deepam TV for filming, and also for advertising, thank you. And also two very special thank yous. There were two aunties, Rajni auntie and Renuka auntie. They basically made all the snacks, they sold all the snacks, and they donated all of that proceeds to Sivapoomi, so thank you very much. We actually have a lot of talent within this group, more talent than you see. Well, as Geetaka said, these curricular activities. The leaflet for Sivapoomi was designed by Pranavendra and Harshvendra. Thank you very much. And also, the brochure that you're holding, which is absolutely beautiful, was designed by Pradeepa. So thank you very much. Our aunties asked me to say, you know, as much as she'd like to, you know, as much as she's raising for Sivapoomi year in, year out, part of the fact that Auntie wants to do this, Auntie and Uncle want to do this, is purely because us on stage as children originally from Sri Lanka have so much. And she'd just like to say that what she'd like us to take out of this is just the lesson that we can always give what little we can. And so, as much as we're being on here, Auntie would like to say thank you to all the parents who drove from so far, gave excuses to work, gave excuses to school, especially on your first week back, and she really appreciates your support and help year in, year out. So thank you very much. And the very final thank you is just to all the well-wishers and to all the donations that you've given to Sivapoomi. They're really, really greatly appreciated. And if Tirumala uncle here was here himself, he would be very, very, very happy. So thank you very much.
I just want to say quickly, because Haryana couldn't thank himself, on behalf of the students and the parents and Auntie, I don't think anyone really realises how much Haryana does behind the scenes for all of us. He's so patient with everyone. All of our rehearsals are so much fun, which, yes, they are, which makes us want to do it so much more. And your passion, Haryana, for music and your talent inspires us all and makes us want to be better musicians and better people. So thank you very, very much. The next item, Kuile, is a popular Tamil favourite set to Yaman Kalyani. Here, the maiden asks a parrot to go fetch her beloved Lord Muruga. The Lord has left her side, and so incensed with divine love, she yearns for him to return. Kuile, in the raga Yaman Kalyani.
கோயிலே உனக்கனந்த கோடி நமஸ்காரம். குமரன் வர கூவாய் குமரன் வர கூவாய். கோயிலே உனக்கனந்த கோடி நமஸ்காரம். குமரன் வர கூவாய் குமரன் வர கூவாய். மலை மாங்கனி சோலையிலே மலை மாங்கனி சோலையிலே மருவி எடையே பிரிந்த குமரன் வர கூவாய் குமரன் வர கூவாய். குமரன் வர கூவாய் குமரன் வர கூவாய். மலை மாங்கனி சோலையிலே மலை மாங்கனி சோலையிலே மருவி எனையே பிரிந்த குமரன் வர கூவாய் குமரன் வர கூவாய். குமரன் வர கூவாய் குமரன் வர வருவார் என்றே அழைவார்த்தேன் விழிசோர்ந்தேன். வருவார் வருவார் என்றே வழிபார்த்தேன் விழிசோர்ந்தேன். மாறல் கனைகளாய் நீரல் வர காணினேன். மாறல் கனைகளாய் நீரல் வர காணினேன். குமரன் வர கூவாய் குமரன் வர கூவாய். குமரன் வர கூவாய் குமரன் வர தருவார் நரகை என்றே தவித்தேன் வாடுரேனே. தருவார் மலர்கை என்றே தவித்தேன் வாடுரேனே. தருணம் அறிந்தே வந்தேன் தாபம் தனை தீர்ப்பாரோ. தருணம் அறிந்தே வந்தே da